You are listening to Standards in 10 Minutes from The Standard Show, the podcast that brings you the stories behind the standards with Matthew Childs and Cindy Parakill.
Hello, my name is Matthew Childs.
And I'm Cindy Parakill.
And this Standard in 10 Minutes is ISO 50005, Guidelines for the Phased Implementation of an Energy Management System. Here are 10 things you need to know.
Number 1. What the standard is all about.
The standard ISO 50005 supports and simplifies the implementation of an energy management system. It provides organisations with a means to develop a practical, low-cost, phased approach to its energy management. And this phased approach is important as it gives organisations the opportunity to achieve a succession of wins and to consistently build upon them, which in turn encourages and motivates a culture of energy management. And so when ready, the organisation may decide to implement the full requirements of ISO 50001, the international standard for energy management systems. Number 2. Why the standard has been developed.
It has never been more important for organizations to take climate action and reduce their carbon emissions. And small and medium-sized organizations, in particular, require clear guidance and metrics to take the first step on their net zero journeys and to help meet the 2050 targets. Energy management standards like ISO 50005 help organizations to manage and control their energy usage and cut an organization's energy bills. Number 3. What's meant by the term energy management system?
Energy management takes a systematic approach to the control, use and consumption of energy in an organisation. The way it works is simple. First, an organisation sets its targets for energy reduction. These are subsequently measured, monitored and evaluated for performance improvement. And then second, a management review process ensures that the targets are met, any issues are dealt with, and there is shown to be continual improvement over time. Doing this well in a structured manner over time has been demonstrated to save energy, costs and greenhouse gas emissions. Number 4. Who the standard is for.
No matter what the size of the organization or the industry in which they operate, the benefits of energy management are tangible and real. However, the standard is intended to support small to medium-sized organizations in particular to develop an energy management system. ISO 50005 provides a practical and hands-on phased approach for organizations that would like to use internal resources to achieve energy performance improvements. By identifying different levels of maturity across 12 defined elements, such as leadership, resources, and targets, this approach encourages and motivates a culture of energy management. Number 5. The role of maturity models.
Maturity models are used to help organisations assess the effectiveness of their current processes against desired outcomes, enabling them to follow a systematic approach to achieve improved performance. This process is also sometimes referred to as gap analysis. There are 4 levels of maturity in ISO 50005. Level 1 is about enabling energy management, with an informal energy policy in place. Level 2 is about enhancing energy management, with an energy policy established. Level 3 is about an emerging energy management system, with the energy policy including a commitment to continual improvement. And Level 4 is about an established energy management system, with the policy being reviewed regularly alongside organisational strategy. Organisations are encouraged to undertake an initial self-assessment to set their goals. They may choose to go straight to a higher level of maturity. This provides flexibility in the starting point and timescales on the journey to a full energy management system. Number 6. How the standard benefits an organisation.
Implementing an energy management system in an organization can be a challenge, as organizations may have limited resources such as knowledge and time availability. The standard ISO 50005 provides a clear and guided pathway to saving energy, money, and carbon. And so, this phased approach can bring a number of benefits. The ability for an organization to develop an energy management system at their own pace, to choose which elements to target and to what maturity level, providing quick wins by aligning to areas of greatest improvement and achieving financial savings, motivating employees and creating a positive energy management culture, and of course, creating solid foundations for implementing ISO 50001, including the option to gain certification to the standard. Number 7, the typical timelines.
Because the standard allows organisations to set their own timescales, this varies with their initial situation and the goals and objectives that they set. Typically, a phased approach may take around 3 years to implement fully when all 12 elements have reached maturity level 4. Ultimately, the beauty of ISO 50005 is that it allows organisations to control the pace. The best way for an organisation to get started is to do a self-assessment by looking at each of the 12 elements in the standard and establish which maturity level they think they are at. Once this has been done, they identify the resources needed and prioritise which of the key elements to focus on first. Some elements might be on a longer timescale for achievement to a higher maturity, but as the organisations start to see some quick wins and a change in culture, this will motivate further positive responses within the organisation. Number 8, the costs involved.
To implement the standard, the costs involved need not be onerous. All that is required is a degree of management and employee time to identify, measure, and document the initial situation, including setting an energy policy and specific targets. As the implementation progresses, it may require dedicated staff or upgraded equipment for continual measurement, but costs should be more than balanced by savings through improved efficiency. To implement the standard at the highest maturity level, there will usually need to be some capital investment, but this too should produce long-term savings through lower energy bills and improved operational efficiency. Number 9, the type of standard it is.
The standard ISO 50005 is a guide. As the term suggests, guides primarily contain information and guidance. They give less prescriptive advice, which reflects the current thinking and practice amongst experts in a particular subject. They may also include recommendations where appropriate, but these are generally of a nature that would not support reliable claims of compliance. This means it is not possible to be certified to ISO 50005. However, organisations may choose to use the work done under ISO 50005 as the basis of a formal ISO 50001 energy management system and gain certification under that standard. Number 10, the people involved in developing the standard.
ISO standards are developed in what are known as technical committees, or TCs, and there are currently more than 250 ISO TCs working on all sorts of standards, from soaps to spacecraft, from solar energy to the safety of toys. The standard ISO 50005 was developed by ISO TC 301, the technical committee responsible for standardization in the field of energy management and energy savings. Though its members are national standards bodies, the people sitting around the table in a TC are representatives from businesses, governments, and other public agencies, trade associations, academia, and other key stakeholders. This diversity of stakeholder involvement is critical. It ensures that there is a broad-based, open and balanced representation in the standards development process, and that all views and perspectives are heard.
So, there you have it. A standard in 10 minutes. ISO 50005. Guidelines for the phased implementation of an energy management system.
You have been listening to Standards in 10 Minutes from The Standard Show. Subscribe to us now, wherever you get your podcasts.
You just heard a Stripped Media production.